to my channel. So today's video is going to be about the Morphe and Jaclyn Hill Vault collection. Now I already have the Morphe and Jaclyn Hill palette, the original palette, and I love this palette so much. All the shadows in there are super buttery. The foiled shadows are nice and foiled. I don't have a problem blending anything in that palette. This Vault collection had so much drama going around it. What happened was they sent these out, obviously the PR packages, to all the influencers and stuff, and some of them were giving really good reviews. Others were just saying it's not blending, it's chalky, it's just not working. So they decided to postpone the launch date, the original launch date of this collection, and sent out new parcels, and there was just so much drama around, did the old ones get destroyed, what happened to the old shadows, because some people were saying when they bought the relaunched ones, so after they had fixed the problem, when people had bought those ones, they were still saying like it's still chalky, it's not blending, it's not buttery, it's not showing up on their eyes. Just so much chaos. And if you follow any of these influencers such as Jaclyn Hill or any other influencer that is spoken about this, you will know how hectic it got. I've already swatched every single shadow in here, and they swatched amazingly. Literally one like dip in the pan and swatched on my hand, and they stayed there. It just blended out onto my arm. But that's what I have to say, you can't really always just trust a swatch, because it does stuff differently on your eyes as compared to your arm. I don't know why, it just always has with me anyways. So I just feel I'd rather trust what goes on somebody's eye than what is on a swatch. But the colors are super pretty and I love every single one of them. I'm gonna basically be doing a series where I will do a look with each palette, and I don't know what palettes I want to start with. I feel like I want to start with the Dark Magic. So I did do an Instagram live where I opened them all, showed them, and actually when I received them, this one and this one is super bent, and you can see that it's been dropped. So when I opened them, I was really scared that they were going to be cracked. Two shadows from two palettes were cracked, but I just had to press them back into their pan, and everything was pretty much as good as new. But because the textures are so crumbly anyways, I think it's because they're so soft, the palettes are extremely dirty. And like I said, all I've done is swatch them, so I think that's what's lifted the top layer off, but I haven't actually played around with them yet, so I'm super excited to do that today. And this one just captured my eye immediately, and I don't know why, because these are not colors that I'd normally go for. But the green, oh, this was the other shade that was broken in the palettes when I got them, called Trickery, and that shade specifically called my name. So I was so sad when I actually got it, and I thought it was like unfixable, but I'm glad I could fix it, because that shade just, I think that's what makes this whole palette. So like I said, the stuff worked really good on my arms. They swatched amazingly. If you do want to see swatches, you can just go to my Instagram page and you'll see it there. But I am gonna play, I think, with this Dark Magic palette. Just because this is what called my eye first, I'm going to start with this one. For my eyebrows, as always, I'm going to use my Browzings. It's this little palette here. In with my L.A Girl shade in Porcelain and prime my eyes with that. I'm lost in the night. We can do my life. Then I'm just gonna set that with my Mud Zero translucent powder to just set it in place without changing its color. Okay, so now that you guys are zoomed in, we can just start with the eyes. We're only going to be using this palette, and I think I'm going to start with this shade right here on my Alamar blender brush. This shade's name is Shhh. Okay, that's like buffed all into my crease area, I'm going to take my Mud 800 brush. I'm going to pick up this shade called Mojo, and I'm going to buff that into my crease area and take it about till there. Or do I don't know. I'm going to play around with it quickly and then check exactly till where I want to take it, because I want to add some green into my crease and black still. So one thing though I can say is that Shhh or Shh color had no fallout at all. So I think this is a palette, let me just finish the look, but I think this is a palette that you could do with your foundation done already, which is awesome because that does save time. Okay, now taking a bigger fluffier brush and dipping into this one, which is called Inside Job, and it's this really pretty matte green. So I'm going to buff that basically over here, so where, yeah, if you can see that, so where it becomes lighter from the dark brown. I'm going to be dipping into Temptress and stamping that on the outside of my eye, or the outer corner. And it's fine if it goes down because I am going to blend this out into my lower lash line after I've done foundation. So it's going to look really messy, but that's fine. We're going to still blend it out. My synthetic packer brush, and I'm going to pick up the Trickery shade, which is that really nice and foiled green shade, and basically where the green is, I'm going to put this down. It's actually not working, so I'm going to take my finger and dip into it. Taking Inside Job again, and I'm going to pack that all over my lid. I'm going to take my finger again and go into Trickery and then pack that all over. Everywhere, I'm going to take the black again and like buff it in so that there's not this harsh line where it stops. Because this look is calling for some depth at the bottom, I'm going to take my tattoo liner from Kat Von D and then just line my eye and give it a little bit of a flick, even though you really won't see it because it's so black at the base or end over here. I'm just going to do that quickly. It is so I'm not even going to do a wing with this. You just really don't even see it as you get closer to the black. The black is super intense. So I'm just going to really put on lashes before we carry on with the rest of the look. I'm going to be putting on the Eyelure Texture 117 lashes. These are my favorite lashes for any look, so I'm going to really put them on off camera and I'll see you guys now. So my lashes are on, so just going to put some mascara on. This is the Loreal Paradise Extatic. So this is new in South Africa. They like broadened their range here, so that's awesome. So I'm just going to put some on the top lashes now. I'll put on the bottom when I've done the bottom finished. Try to maintain it, but when you get here it's suddenly waiting. Oh baby. Okay, so now I can go on with the face. I'm going to be using the Cover FX Blurring Primer and just putting that all over. Today I'm going to be using my Estee Lauder Double Weight Foundation. I'm in the shade Desert Beige, I think. Desert Beige, and I'm going to be applying this with a sponge and a brush. I just find that is the best way for me to apply it. Then I'm going to be using my Real Techniques buffing brush and then just buff that into my face, and then I'll be going over it with a damp beauty blender. So I know I'm looking a bit like a ghost now. I didn't realize that I had picked up a tan, so I'm not complaining, but I can see the problem. But that's okay. I'm just gonna put some powder foundation to set my face then. I'm gonna be using the DF-M2 from Mud on this brush. This is the Real Techniques powder brush, sorry. I'm just going to use this to set my face because it is a color foundation. It will change the color and make it a bit deeper. I'm then going to take some loose powder and bake at the same time. So while I bake, I'm going to finish my under eyes up, picking up my Essence smudging brush. I'm going to pick up Shhh again. Then taking my Morphe M562 brush with nothing on, I'm going to just smudge it and blend it in like that. So not smudging, I'm lying, blend it in. I'm going to pick up Mojo with my Alamide packer brush or my flat top brush, and then I'm going to pack this as close to my waterline as possible. With this really small fluffy blender brush, I'm going to pick up inside job just on the points because I don't want this color going everywhere, and focus that only on the outside of my eye and taking it in about halfway. I'm lost in the night. Again on this flat top brush, going to be picking up Temptress and pressing this in by my waterline. Taking my Morphe brush again and not touching where the black just got put down, only at the bottom, picking up Shhh again and then literally just at the bottom of it. Take me away. Taking my black liner from Mud, and I'm just gonna tight line by my waterline. So taking my Benefit Hoola bronzer and going in with my Real Techniques blush brush. I'm just gonna bronze up my face. I'm persuading myself that I wasn't so lonely. Late now. So I never bronze over here, and I know it's that way showed in your step to steps like how to do that, but I just find when I see people, or even when I do it myself, when I used to do it myself, it always just made such a big impact. So it made my foundation, because it ended on my jaw, it always made it look like my neck never matched my face, just because that's where you knock it or where you put it. So I always rather bronze my neck up if you want to add some color than bronze up there, because I just think it looks muddy when you start bronzing over there. That's just my 2 cents. But yeah, if you're doing it like that and it looks fine, that's cool. But I just noticed when I did it, it just looked muddy, and it made my foundation just look much darker than what it really is. So yeah, I'd rather just bronze up my neck area. I'm gonna pick up my Pure Sculptor palette, and I'm gonna take Inventor, which is this shade over here and use this to contour. This palette smells like chocolates. For blusher, I'm going to take the shade from Mud called Soft Peach and just brush that on my cheeks. I just want to put some of this Loreal Baked and Blush in Tropic Hues. This just adds a really nice sheen and I just want that little bit of something. Because I'm feeling super experimental, this is the OFRA and Nikki Cosmetics collab in Space Baby. It's like that. It's so pretty. So this is the one that has that blue tinge, and I just figured the blue would go better than the pink one, so I'll do the blue one today and I'll do the pink one some other stage. Okay, but I'm also going to take Rodeo Drive from OFRA and pop that on my nose bridge as well. Then I'm going to take my Mud 300 brush and I'm going to put this on my brow bone and on the inner corner of my eye. I'm going to be using my lip pencil from Mud in Mauve. Then I'm going to be taking my Adesse New York high definition liquid lipstick. I have no idea what shade this is. The sticker fell off, but I'm going to be putting this all over. I'm lost in the night. Then I'm going to be taking my Mud lip glaze in Magnolia. I actually really like this whole look. The lips paired with the eyes I think look stunning. I wasn't enjoying this look in the beginning. The eyes were just, I think, it wasn't what I pictured, but it did come together in the end how I wanted it to come together, so I'm pretty happy about that. And I really like the lips and everything. So, I don't know, I think this palette has so many looks in it. I think I'm obsessed with this palette. It did blend quite easily. There were some shades that I struggled with, like the black. As soon as I started blending it out, to me it did just start fading. It wasn't as pigmented as when I put it on. It was the only problem I had. But other than that, I actually really do like these shadows. The green did go on super well. I struggled at the beginning with a synthetic brush, but once I started pressing it in and dragging it, then it stayed. So that's really just, I think, how the shadow works. But other than that, I really did enjoy creating this look. I'm pretty excited with how it came out. Even this blue highlighter that I've got going on here, to me it kind of works with the look, even though I've got green and all that stuff going on. I think it looks stunning. And this highlighter in person, like from the front, right now it just looks like this nice highlighter off my face, and then only when I turn it does it look like this blue iridescent thing going on my cheeks. I'm hoping some of you enjoyed this and that some of you might be able to create this look again and you like it and it suits you and all. So please do tag me on Instagram if you do recreate this look. I'd love to see it. Okay guys, so that completes today's video. I hope you guys liked it. If you liked this look that I created and had fun watching it, please give this video a thumbs up. If you're new to my channel, don't forget to hit the subscribe button down below, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.